Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel, Navigating Betty. I am Betty and it is Tuesday. I wasn't supposed to be off today, but I work at a call center and sometimes they have too many people scheduled for the amount of traffic that they are expecting. So here I am. I volunteered to be off because I'm a team player. For those of you who do not know, I'm painting my house. I am painting my house. I ordered some protective gear and a new kind of sander, but in the meantime, while I do not have those things here with me now, I'm just gonna take a day and do other things, like walk my girl. She's feeling so much better, I think, although she had a tummy ache yesterday because I gave her fried chicken and cat food the day before, but she's feeling a lot better now. Gonna go to pick up 1 gallon of paint. That's what we're gonna do today. We're not gonna feel bad about it. We're just gonna take a nice mellow day. So I am painting this side, and I'm painting this side because this is not wood. This is some kind of compressed stuff. I'm gonna prime it all, even the trim. I just wanna do a quick shout out to my little giant 13-foot ladder. You can do this kind of thing with it. Good purchase. I recommend. Not all of my purchases have been great. Now this color is called Beach Sparkle. I like it a little bit more than I did whenever I first painted it. I'll look at it tomorrow. And it is Wednesday. I have today and tomorrow off. I'm going to focus on getting the front of my house sanded, but before I do that, I haven't got my hair back or anything yet. I'm showing you what else I'm doing in case you're looking to work in really hot weather. I've got my manual labor gear on. I like long sleeves because you create kind of your own swamp cooler. When you wear long sleeves in a really hot temperature, you sweat, your clothes get wet, the wind blows, and you cool down. I am drinking my electrolytes and lemon lime. I know it is such an unsettling color, isn't it? I also intend to call the city of Waco and see about getting an extension. I'll say it's just little old me. I'm 57. I'm just a little woman trying on her one income, trying to get things going, trying to do things right, and I don't know if I could sell that at all, but I'm gonna call them and see if there's any extension that I can get. That's what I'm doing today. I'm just sanding the front of the house and trying to make it as ready as possible for the primer, and then so I am switching gears because I'm very unhappy with my sander. So I'm taking out my angle grinder and I'm going to tack this wall and maybe further down. But the Bosch Random Orbital has been a bit of a disappointment, starting with the dust catcher here. As you can see, it's hard plastic. It had a clip on top that has since clipped off and I have no idea where it went. Also, it's a 2.5 amp. I wanted a 3 amp, and you know, I was talking to the salesperson. They were like, you know, there's not much difference. I'm here to tell you that there is a big difference between 2.5 amp and 3 amp. I got it done by 1:30. Now there's that part. I've tried this and it works great for protection against the paint chips. It does absolutely nothing to keep the dust out of your eyes, but at least I don't get hit in the eye by a flying piece of paint. Okay, it's 3 p.m. What I want to do is get the top all across. I'm just looking at the construction here and it looks crazy. Never noticed that before. Well, I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. Silly me. Oh, I did not get as much done as I wanted to. It seems to be a theme with me. But I got some done. I sanded this part, and I sanded most of the top. My very bright wall, looking at it, still considering it. But that's the whole point. I wanted to paint the wall so that I could really get a look at it, really think about the color. And I kind of like it. I kind of see it and think, yeah. And then no. Well, the good news is that I have plenty of time to decide, since I haven't finished scraping all of my house. And the more I scrape off, the better it looks. After I scrape all of the wood off, all of the paint off, then I'm going to go in with wood filler sections and try to make them a little bit more even looking. This was a window, by the way. This huge thing, it's in the bathroom. People were crazy, 100 years ago. That's when this house was built. And some places like that will definitely need to be filled in. But overall, you know what? I am really optimistic about my house. All right. Now I just need to put my toys away. Yeah. I really want to like this color more than I actually do. So I bought another color. And what I am going to do is just paint the other colors that I have. This is a brand new one. This one's called K, C-A-Y. I want to like it. I really do. But it's just too bright. And to me, it's a little cheap looking. And here's that new color, the K, C-A-Y. I bought it last night, and this was the only white surface I could find. I'm also getting an estimate today for the house trim on the back. But I'm willing to pay a good $1,000 for the trim, not only in the back. If I will ask how much it would be if they were to do the trim on the side. If I can find somebody who will just sand the trim underneath the roofs on both sides, that would be so wonderful. For a professional paint job, I'm willing to bet that it will be an extraordinary amount of money. Trying out this baby. I am hoping this works. It has a dust catcher that is a little more flexible, and it's only one piece. I also bought new safety glasses with underneath protection. I'm hoping that will keep the dust out of my eye. Okay, here's the goal. You can see that the wood right there is kind of scarred, kind of uneven because of the angled grinder and what I had to do to get the paint off. So I am going to smooth out. Sorry about that. I just had a painting company come over to give me an estimate on how much it would cost just to do the trim. $3,300. Just the trim. And that would be for scraping, pressure washing, no sanding, caulking, and paint. It's a little late in the day, but I've decided to take off this trim and try to get into the crevice here. So it's Friday evening. I have gotten a TV dinner. I'm going to chill out and probably watch a rerun of something. I've told myself I cannot start a new series until I finish my house. I just think of all the goodness that I can watch after I finish my house. But tomorrow, I am going to finish scraping the rest of this paint. That's going to be tomorrow. And then however long that takes me, and then I'm going to stop. Sunday, I am going to sand hopefully the entirety of it. If I start early, it shouldn't take me too long. I'm not trying to get it perfect. I'm trying to get it smoother. It is almost 8 a.m. on Saturday. There's my kitty. Say hello. Hey, gorgeous baby. I just need to scrape this amount, this wall, and then I'm done on this side of the house with the scraping. I definitely need to address the wire issues. I'm probably just going to cut these obviously dead wires that go nowhere. I'm not gonna leave this painted right there. Although that is, I really am in love with this color. I think this is a gorgeous color. Of course, the trim is going to have to be painted white. And do you have any idea how many colors of white there are? But I'm thinking something with a little bit of a gray tinge. When I started this project, I was a bit crazy. And I thought, yeah, I'm just going to scrape the paint. And then I came across this layer of white paint that really sort of defeated me until I decided to learn a little bit more about what could take that off. I'm a bit hard-headed sometimes, and I just want to wallow in pity and hope somebody else comes along and takes care of the stuff that is a problem for me, which never happens, and I don't know why I waste time doing that. But once I found the angled grinder and was able to take this off a little easier, it has really brought back my enthusiasm for the project and made me feel like I can get this done. Not today, not tomorrow. At some point, I can get this done. And here's an amazing thing. On Thursday, I had a painting company come out and give me an estimate for two estimates. One to just do the trim so that it's tall, just to do the trim, mostly in the back, but the trim, front, side, back. And they quoted me $3,300. If it's crumbly looking, and if they can't get all the paint off, then they'll just paint over the old paint and it'll look the way it looks, however it comes out looking. And they said that they would also paint the house. Same thing though. They would scrape the paint off the house and they would power wash, caulk, like I did, like I've already done. Scrape as much as they could scrape off of it, and then they would stop. And if they couldn't, like I've done, like I've scraped as much paint off as I possibly could, and then I've stopped. And then they said that they just would, if it wouldn't come off, then they would just paint over it. And he said, he pointed to one of these little sections, and where you can see the paint underneath over the new paint, and that's how it's going to look. But we don't sand. They said nobody does what I'm doing right now, which is sanding down to the wood. Nobody does that. For that whole process, they quoted me $7,000. I don't know if I would think that would be a good deal if I hadn't already scraped down as much as I could and caulked most of the house. So quote for $7,000 to scrape the paint off of my house, caulk, paint, and then that's it. One of the bigger reasons of why I am doing this myself is because I know it's a big job. It's a big part of my life, my house. I don't want to look at my house day after day and think, oh my God, I could have done better than that. And I know I would. Oh, sorry. First, isn't this ladder awesome? Second, I'm gonna move you. All you who were getting our butt shots, sorry about that. Still have this large section to do, but I am determined. I'm determined to get all of this sanded, scraped, all the paint scraped today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to have a leisurely day of sanding. Well, not quite done. And just a quick update, because I don't know if I say it in any of the videos that I have so far made. I'm walking my girl. I did call the city of Waco. Initially, I had a deadline of July 8th to paint my house. I asked them for an extension. They granted it for, I think, until August. But she said that as long as she sees that I'm trying to improve the house, she'll give me extensions, which is awesome. That really takes the pressure off. It is Sunday, 9 a.m. You know what that means. It's time for power tools. So today I am going to tackle sanding the east facing side of my house. I did not get all the paint scraping done that I wanted to do yesterday, but I only have a little section left. So I wanted you to see it before I sand it. After I sand it, it's going to look so very nice, like this over here. I am almost finished scraping the paint, and I need to sand. You can tell that it's still just needs a little sanding, and I need to scrape this off. And I should do that, but I'm a little unenthusiastic because I am out of 40 grit, both the sanding discs and the sandpaper, which makes it just takes a little bit more time. So I either have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot to get more of these, or I can just continue on and use the 60 grit and take more time. I mean, it's only, what, 12? Yeah, I gotta decide. I feel like so much has gone on, but really all I've been doing is sanding and scraping. As of right now, I have 2 sides fully bare, and I'm gonna work on the 3rd side this coming long weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have off, and I intend to have 3 sides completely bare. Anyway, if you have been hanging out, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing okay. Talk to you later.